We're going to be talking about the new Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 73, a new promotional video by Toei Animation that has some brand new original animation for Dragon Ball Super that looks really cool. We're also going to be talking about some new scans and promos for the new Dragon Ball Super movie that's coming out next year. Also some really cool stuff that is coming to Legends and some other existing Dragon Ball games. So let's go ahead and take a look. How's it hanging, everybody? Welcome to the Nimbuscast, and today we're doing things a little bit different. Here in the past, we've done this more of like a conventional podcast format where we talk about one topic, or maybe we interview somebody in the Dragon Ball community, and we just really expound upon that. Is that a word? Not 100% sure. But today we're going to be doing it just a little bit different. And today we're going to be talking about a lot of different topics because honestly, the Dragon Ball community has been eaten. So I'm going to run through these very quickly and give you guys what's up in the Dragon Ball community. If you guys like this format where instead we give you guys a lot of information in more kind of digestible bite-sized formats, let me know. Be sure to leave me a comment if you're watching this on YouTube right now, or if you're listening to it on one of the many streaming platforms that it's available on for audio, then be sure to, maybe find me on Twitter or something like that. Let me know that you enjoyed it. So first off, I want to talk really quickly about Dragon Ball Legends. They recently showed some new stuff for their 3rd anniversary. For those of you who aren't super into Legends, currently they are celebrating their 3rd anniversary, and they're halfway through it. And honestly, we thought that was going to be it as far as their celebration. They recently got like some new units, the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Corrupted Zamasu, and lots of cool new events and everything like that. Lots of free stuff, which is always really cool. But today they just had a new video and stuff reveal where Toshi, the producer, and some of the other team members revealed some other new characters. They revealed a new legendary finish Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, which is like a revival unit, meaning when he hits 0 health, it looks like he comes back and he transforms into Super Saiyan 2. Now you may be thinking they've already got a Super Saiyan 2 LF Teen Gohan in the game. It's the one where he is doing the father-son Kamehameha. This is actually one from the Bojack Unbound movie, which they're bringing along with a new set of units from the Bojack Unbound movie. We've got, of course, Bojack full power, but then we've got the rest of his crew here, which is really cool. I of course, I'm happy to see Zangya, who's a little bit more mainstream as far as her other, appearances in Dragon Ball media, but we're also getting the other ones, Beto, Bujin, and Gokua, which honestly, I don't know that they've ever been in a Dragon Ball game. So this is really cool to see them showing some love to some characters that are a little bit lesser known. Now, obviously, I think the main two that are going to be hype are Gohan and Bojack, but there is also a new Super Saiyan Trunks that is really cool. The Trunks from that movie. He's got like the cut-off denim jacket, dude. It looks super clean. He's got like a really cool victory screen. And honestly, one of my favorite things about this are the memes that are coming from this face of Gohan while he's going through his revival. Some of them are not quite okay, but they're really cool. And anyway, I'm super excited for this. I'm not 100% sure when this actual banner is going live. Probably, honest to God, by the time you're listening to this podcast, it's live. So go check that out. The Dragon Ball Legends 3rd anniversary celebration is not done. They're also getting a Ultra Vegeta, which I'll admit, I'll be the first to say I was wrong. I really thought that we were not going to get a new Ultra unit in Dragon Ball Legends this quick because they just released Ultra Goku like earlier this year, I feel like. And I honestly thought that it was going to be like a lot more spread apart, but I was wrong. So this new Ultra Vegeta is really cool. It's from the Namek saga, and it's the Dirty Fireworks Vegeta. So really clean animation, and I'm super hyped for that. So there's a new promotional video for the Annecy 60th anniversary. I am not going to show it here on the video, for copyright reasons, but I will link it in the description where you can go check that out. But basically, this is a really clean animation where it just shows a lot of different things going on in the Dragon Ball universe. As far as like where it's at, it looks like it kind of picks up where the anime is left off and kind of sort of where the manga is at in a way. Like Frieza is alive, and other than that, it just shows like Goku and his friends kind of celebrating. Really cool animation. I love the style on this, and I understand that it is probably really budget intensive and resource intensive, so they probably can't make the full-on anime quite to this caliber, but we can dream anyway. So yeah, it's really cool just in general, with us being as hungry as we are for the anime to return. It's nice to see them still working on that. Make sure Toei doesn't get too rusty on animating these guys, all right? Which, speaking of, there is a new promo for the Dragon Ball Super 2022 movie, and there's not a whole lot to decipher at this at first, but if you take a look, it basically just has like a timeline of all the Dragon Ball Z movies, you know, like going way back, you know, and then it kind of highlights some of the newer ones, like Battle of the Gods, Resurrection F, and of course DBS Broly, and but it does show like posters for all the older ones as well, so like you get to see some of the old Broly movies. There's also like Fusion Reborn, Cooler. I think people are kind of like reading a little bit too much into specifically like, oh, they're showing Cooler on here, and it's like, well, yeah, but they also showed like literally everybody. You know, a lot of people are saying like that they're gonna make Cooler and Turles canon because they are in this promotional art, and again, I think it's a little bit like that's kind of a reach, I feel like. So, you know, while I do think that there's not much to pull from this, I will do a little bit of a reach of my own. Supposedly these translations translate to them saying that this is going to carve a new history. My little prediction, and I talked about it on Twitter, what if, you know, this is basically a continuation, or not so much a continuation, but rather the Dragon Ball Super version of the history of Trunks, you know, basically maybe we get a little bit more backstory to Goku Black and to what future Trunks was doing around kind of the Dragon Ball Super timeline of things. You know, that's the only thing that I can think of, but again, I understand that is a little bit of a reach. I want to know what you guys think though. What do you guys think this movie is going to be about, and when do you think we're going to get some more information on that? Let me know. But yeah, if I had to place bets on anything right now, I do have a video on my YouTube channel where I actually talk about a couple of solid reasons why I think this could genuinely be about Shallot from Dragon Ball Legends, and I stand by those for the most part. But if I had to give another guess based off of this, I might say that it's like yeah, like I said, a Dragon Ball Super version of history of Trunks, where we get some more kind of backstory of what was going on in Trunks's timeline. So who knows? Who knows? There's not a lot to pick from here yet. So I wanted to talk about this last. We're talking about Dragon Ball Super Chapter 73. This is the most recent Dragon Ball Super manga chapter that has come out. So not to like completely ruin it or anything like that, you know, go read it for yourself, but to kind of give you guys a quick summation of it. Basically, we get to see Goku going into a little bit more of what we could consider like perfect Ultra Instinct, but not quite. Like he kind of goes back and forth a little bit where he basically, you know, he like gets better at Ultra Instinct to where supposedly Granolah can no longer find his vital points, which is really interesting. The only problem is that the longer he uses it, the less useful it gets, basically. Like the effects kind of begin to wear off, so it's still not quite perfected. And then we also see Vegeta finally coming in to step into the battle, you know, once Goku kind of realizes the limitations of his current Ultra Instinct abilities, and that's kind of where it ends off, is Vegeta saying that he's about to go ahead and fight Granolah. And I'm very curious how this goes, because Vegeta just recently, you know, kind of got some new powers via Beerus, the God of Destruction powers and everything. So I am very curious to see what Vegeta is capable of now versus this. But my biggest worry, and I don't think that I'm alone in this, is that basically Vegeta is just going to go in there and just completely get his ass kicked while Goku is off like perfecting Ultra Instinct even more. You know what I mean? Like kind of similarly to what happened in the Moro arc, but I feel like, you know, there was some other cool stuff that happened in the Moro arc as well. But yeah, that is my worry, is that Vegeta is just going to go in here and he's going to do well at first, but then Granolah is going to defeat him ultimately. And then once that happens, Goku's going to come back and, you know, have some revelation or have undergone some sort of transformation or training or something like that, and now he's got the perfect Ultra Instinct. And that basically my worry is that the entire Granolah arc is just basically being used as a way of Goku perfecting Ultra Instinct, and that it may not have much significance beyond that. And I am a little bit worried about that. You know, I'm really like, I'm almost, I don't want to say it, but I almost hope that we're beginning to see Vegeta become a little bit power hungry, kind of not dissimilar to the Majin Vegeta arc of the Buu saga. You know, Vegeta, I don't think he would go full on rogue and like murder innocent people like he did back then, but I do think that we're beginning to see a little bit of power hungry and extra prideful Vegeta, which is cool. We haven't seen Vegeta be like this in a long time. He's gotten a lot softer, which can be a good or a bad thing depending on who you ask, but I think that ultimately this is getting really interesting. I just hope that they don't make it a little bit too predictable. Like, I hope Vegeta maybe goes a path that we're not expecting, and either he successfully defeats Granolah, because I would love to see Vegeta actually secure the dub, you know, right now, or like I said, maybe he defeats Granolah, but then after that, Vegeta becomes power hungry because he realizes, oh, I beat somebody who Goku couldn't quite defeat just yet, and he gets really power hungry. That's something I would like to see, I think. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about everything that's going on in the Dragon Ball community right now. And again, if you like this format, be sure to let me know as well. I would appreciate that feedback. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a nice day, and goodbye.